Alright, y'all requested it, so I'm going to go ahead and show it. This is the Homebrew channel on the Wii. And all those who buy or wait for Nintendo to release virtual console titles, you're wasting your fucking time. Because what can you play when you wait for Nintendo to release games? Well, you can play MSX, you can play Nintendo, you can play GameCube games if you know how to burn multi-ISOs. You can play Genesis, every game. You can play TurboGrafx 16, every game. You can play arcade games on it using SDL MAME, thanks to Toad King, because he kicks ass. Unfortunately, it doesn't run Mortal Kombat 1, which kind of makes me mad, because I've been addicted to that lately for whatever reason. You can play Sega Master System games, Super Nintendo games, and guess what? You can play Earthbound for all you RPG files out there. I'm sorry for the sarcasm. I'm just annoyed by these gamers who just want to buy the games off Nintendo when you can just get this fucker and you can run anything you want. Oh, and you can play Atari 7800, Lynx, PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation on a Nintendo system. You can play N64. Now, the PlayStation N64 emulator, they need work, but they're making exceptional progress. Anyways, I'll stop with the bullshit and show the games. This is called USB Loader GX. People use U-Loader or whatever. Anyways, this is what I got on my hard drive. I got Boyna's Blob. Excellent game. A lot better than the NES title, and the art direction is supreme. I mean, you look at it, it's like playing a cartoon. And the puzzle aspects of the game make the game extremely fun as well. Alien Syndrome. If you like the original game for the Sega Master System NES arcade, you'll definitely like this version. People like to shit talk it because it's not like beautiful or whatever. They can suck a cock. Boom Blox Bash Party. Any Boom Blox game whoops ass. I got the first one on disc, but I like the second one so much better because you can abuse animals. I mean, any game you can abuse something in a funny manner is excellent. Oh, and the puzzle aspects are also addictive, and you can make your own. And you can connect online and play people's puzzles that they upload on the server. Neat, huh? Bully Scholarship Edition. Excellent game. And think of it as GTA in school, but you can punch little girls. What other game can you punch little girls in? I mean, that's fucking great. And yeah, a lot of people are gonna call me a hypocrite, but I got this because I got a few buddies online that like to play this game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yeah, call me a hypocrite, I know. I don't play it very often, though. I play it as much as I do taking a shit, which is once in a while. Cooking Mama World Kitchen. I like Cooking Mama. This game actually adds some twists to make the cooking experience more interesting. Counterforce. I'm going to say if you like arcade simple shooters, this is definitely one to play. It's not like the greatest looking. It's made by Data Design, which out of all things, I'm surprised I actually like a title by them. It's an arcade shooter though. You fly around and shoot shit. Kind of like Sin and Punishment, but not as deep. Deadly Creatures. You like spiders? You like scorpions? Of course you do. Arachnids are the shit. You can play as either or in this game, and depending on the level you're on. And the level designs are very well thought out and very well created. Okay, I know this version's better on the Xbox, but this version's just as fun. Dead Rising, chop until you drop. Deal or No Deal. I like this. I like to watch it on television, and Howie Mandel's pretty cool. I liked him since the days of Bobby's World. I don't know if you all remember that. Some of you may be too young. But it's a fun game. It's simple, but the voice samples are there's too little bit of samples. Like, they say the same things over and over again. It could have definitely been a better made, game show, but it's a game show game, so what do you want? Disaster Day of Crisis. Nintendo, you should be ashamed of yourself for not releasing this title. Disaster Day of Crisis happens to be one of my favorite titles on the Wii, hands down. Also, if you ever were to play this game, the motion control aspect and the story, everything will captivate you. I think you should give it a try if you decide to hack your system like I did. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Now, before anyone gets on me all, oh, you anime fanboy shit, I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball. I like some of the songs they got in the series, and the game plays very well. This version I have here actually has the Japanese soundtrack of what, I forgot the name of this game. It's like Burning Something in Japan, it's called. Anyways. Okay, now this is a mixed bag here. Fraggle Dreams. It's a cool adventure game with an interesting story, and you can see the interesting aspects of the story unfold as you play the title. But what suffices is a horrible, like, attack system in the game. You have to basically sell items that you find all over the place to get better items. I think that's kind of stupid, because I think if you kill enemies, you should automatically receive gold in a game like this. But if you like anime, you'll appreciate Fraggle Dreams. Ghostbusters. This is actually my favorite version. The HD versions are pretty, but they don't have any motion control. This version has plenty of motion control, and the cartoon style actually fits the game extremely well. So I suggest playing that for the Wii if you haven't already. Jurassic the Hunted. Got a bad rating, I don't care. This is actually a top-notch first-person shooter. The acting is a little on the cheese side, but, you know, most games of this type are anyways. I mean, GoldenEye has really good voice acting from what I've seen in the Comic-Con video that they've been posting on YouTube and whatnot. And this game's actually, it's not bad at all. But some people just don't like good games. Mad World. Well, I have a mixed feeling about this game. Not only is it really short, but the gore and, you know, shock value doesn't last very long. I suggest only playing one level per day, otherwise you're going to get bored very quick. Manhunt 2. This version I have here on my hard drive is the uncensored version. So you get to see all the blood and all the gore and the insane killing schematics that you see on screen without it being blurred. So, another good thing for the hackers to have. Mario Kart Wii. Come on, if you own a Wii, you gotta own this game. It's fun, it's Mario Kart, it's online, it's a lot of fun, and you don't have a lot of snakers like you do on fucking DS, which was terrible. Hey Ninjas. I was hoping this game would be a lot like iNinja that was on the GameCube, which was really fun and addictive, and I used to play that game like all the time. It's not that, but it's still a good game. It's a fun game where you run around and hack and slash, and you're surrounded by beautiful environments. Not the greatest game ever made, but definitely worth checking out. Monster Hunter 3. I basically call this Wii's WoW, because, well, it's an MMO, it's online, it's free online for the Americas, Japanese have to pay for it, and I just want to make a statement that I do not believe a player should have to pay for online play. I think that's ridiculous and a waste of money. So, I mean, you have your opinion on it, and I have mine. I believe once you buy the game, you should be able to do whatever the game entails right out of the box. Muramasa the Demon Blade. If you like 2D hack and slashes and beautiful artwork, this is definitely the game to play. But the only thing I must warn you is the game is extremely repetitive and gets boring. A lot of people jock the shit out of it, saying it's one of the Wii's best games. I disagree because it's too redundant. But if you don't mind, you know, running around hacking, slashing, and destroying ninjas in a very artistic manner, then I suggest checking it out. It's worth owning, but it just gets boring fast. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Come on, once again, if you don't have a Wii, if you have a Wii and you don't have Mario, you're not a Nintendo fan, fuck off. This game tries too hard to be like Mario 3, however, and it succeeds in some areas, but in others, not so much. Especially the levers where you have to use your Wii remote, you have to go like that. That's stupid. Way to go, Nintendo. Way to make a gimmick for all us gamers who play your games. Now, I don't like this game. I was hoping to because I like racing games, not as much as the elite racing game fans out there, like the ones who play Gran Turismo and all the other Need for Speed games religiously, I just think this was going to be a fun title, and it is and it isn't. The control definitely needs a lot of work, and I don't know, and the soundtrack is leaving a lot to be desired. No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. Well, I have mixed feelings about this too. Did you like the first game? Maybe. This game has 8-bit minigames, first of all. And secondly, the game just seems... it's hard to put in words. Basically, once you play... You have to play the game to understand what I'm talking about. A lot of the boss battles, you can just mash the A button and beat the game. I mean, seriously, there's only a couple bosses in the game that where you have to actually do certain